Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late night Raw review. Um, yeah, so yeah, tonight was pretty boring. A lot of people, I can tell Smarks are gonna say this show was good or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how people or why people are pretending this show. Again, they think change is coming because Triple H is in charge. That doesn't mean crap, okay? It's literally the same shit. It just my Smarky wrestlers are getting pushed. Just because your Smarky wrestlers are getting pushed doesn't mean fucking the show is better, okay? Like they're conditioned that the show is getting better. How? It's not. I hope you guys grab your Coca-Colas, whatever fuck, drinking my new sleep spine, missing bitches go, oh shit. I can't do it at the moment because I'm on I'm using supplements at the moment. Well, I'm on some supplements I can't drink at the moment, so. Anyways. Yeah. Alright, let's talk about the show tonight. So yeah, people are pretending like, this show's so good because of what happened in the ending or whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't know why people pretending the show is good. This entire show, like what? How was it? I don't know. So yeah, the entire show, like typical, like okay. So it started with diva shit. We'll talk about the ending. We'll talk about like how people think this show is good because there was a person like a car crash and a return, even though it's a return of a wrestler that no one really knows besides Smarks. We'll talk about it, okay? Anyways, the show started with diva shit again. Like again, seriously. More women's shit. So Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss challenge Bayley, Dakota Kai, Io, Sky for a match tonight. Bayley turns them down for tonight, but says they can face off at Clash of the Castle. Like, I want to see that shit. Or, like, anybody wants to see that besides, I don't know. Bayley turns them down for, and then fucking they agree and the brawl breaks out. By the way, fucking Bayley looks disgusting. Bayley legit looks like a fucking drag queen to Jay Leno. Like, her fucking hair is disgusting. Her face is disgusting. Everything about her is disgusting. So is about Dakota Kai. Her stupid fucking colorful hair. Everything about her and Io Shirai or whatever. Io Sky, she just, I don't know, some chinky bitch that no one fucking cares about. Yeah. They brawl. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I don't care. People are saying stories are being told. What stories? And let's talk about that. Like, you guys really think stories are being told with this? The second match, Seth Rollins defeats Angelo Dawkins. Yeah, so, I don't know. Are they feud? How is this a feud? And why is this happening? So he defeated, basically, the Street Profits again. People think this is a story. Like, apparently he's feuding with them or whatever. I don't care. Okay, and I just think, like, wow, this is stupid. It's literally the same shit. It's your typical tag team wrestler faces one guy and the other guy faces this guy. It's no different than how WWE were booking fucking the shows before, but people think this is good now? Huh? I fuck off. I don't know. Here's something that was actually kind of good, I guess. So I did fell asleep during the fucking first hour because the show started off boring and I just didn't give a fuck. And I woke up, I think, like an hour, like the hour before the show ends. I woke up at around 10. So Edge apologized for spearing Dominic last week, but then I said he did not see Edge. I don't know if he was actually there. But Dominic doesn't accept his apology and shoves him. Ray tells Dominic it was an accident, but Dominic gets upset with Ray for taking Edge's side. So I guess this is the story for the future. So that's something. I guess that's all right. Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens was scheduled to take place, but KO attacks Ezekiel before the ring ring bell rang, and oh, Ezekiel's injured. Oh wow, whatever. You know, who cares? David Priest challenges Edge to a match in Toronto. Vows to embarrass Edge in front of his friends and family. Apparently, fucking Toronto is not next week. So why I don't know. I understand. I guess they're trying to. I don't know why they're doing this. Apparently, the Toronto show is like later this month, which makes you think like, wow, we have to wait till a month to try to care about something instead of next week. I don't know. It is what it is. I guess like because this is their big show returning to Toronto, so I guess that's something, and no wonder why they're doing it. So okay. Finn Balor defeats Riley again, and really Finn Balor wins this fucking twink. Finn Balor defeats Rey Mysterio after Mysterio watches Ripley attack Dominic. Why is a fucking She-Hulk attacking like that? Really? I don't know. I just think this is the ugh. So it's official. We're gonna get fucking Alexa Bliss, Asuka, and Becky, whatever stupid name, Bianca Belair versus Io, whatever the fuck she is. Disgusting Jay Leno bitchy fucking Bailey and Dakota Kai. God, she's ugly. Yeah. How is it attractive, by the way? Let me fucking talk about it. Let's look at this. How is this attractive? Someone tell me. Well, who cares? They're wrestlers. Yeah, I mean, no one cares about women's wrestling, you fucking retard. Dakota Kai and Io Shirai defeats Dana Brooke and Tamina to advance to the next round of the tag title tournament. So yeah, they have a tag title tournament. And I saw like the brackets. I think they have like the brackets like later. Like I saw the brackets that are like on fucking some result thing. And boy, does the brackets look like fucking shit. So apparently the brackets are Dana Brooke and Tamina versus Io Sky and Dakota Kai. Apparently this is not for next week. Alexa Bliss and Asuka are a tag team now versus Doudrop and Nikki Trash. One match is also fucking, what's her name? Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah versus Zia Lee and Shotzi. Or Shitzy, I would say. And I get, apparently they're on the main roster now. Nikita Lyons, who's on the main roster now, and fucking Zoe Stark. So these, so basically, I'm not trying to spark controversy. I mean, who cares? I'm fucking Zubair. I say what the fuck I want. I'm sorry, Nikita Lyons is not as attractive as people saying she is. She has a weird fucking plasticky face, or she has a weird face, a fat bloated face. Oh, she thick. I'm sorry, I'm not into fucking bloated fat chicks, okay? Alright? And fucking Zoe Starks, who looks like a fucking man. Why should I fucking care? They're facing 99 Fort and fucking Sonya Dykeville. Literally, everybody's like fucking, either you have a hot chick and a fucking ugly chick. Like, what is it? I don't know. Who cares? Anyways, so yeah, that's the bracket. And I don't care. Yeah, that's what's going on. There appears to be a car crash backstage, we see, and then, oh, you know, it's like, oh, just like the Who Attacked the Rock. Fuck off. Bobby Lashley defeats Champa to retain the United States title. I would have rather, like, if they wanted to do this, like, if you want shit to make sense, like, because apparently you can. So apparently it was announced that Miz versus Styles was the no DQ match, and that was the main event. I mean, sure, you can't really get a better way to end a match, but I honestly would rather, like, what they could have done is this week, Miz versus Lashley, and then maybe Styles could have fucking got involved, you know, like, if, like, Miz was to win the whole fucking stupid thing last week, it all makes sense, and then, you know, yeah, like, next week you could have done the no DQ match thing, whatever. I mean, that leaves you a question of who will end the show. I don't know. Maybe the fucking title match or something. I don't know. It's just like, they gotta do something. And people are pretending, oh, we're just so good for the U.S. title, for mid-card titles. People, did you really care about the mid-card titles tonight? Did you really fucking care? I don't know. apparently people were caring about, oh, Johnny Gargano, is he coming? And he didn't come, and it's like, good, fuck this guy. Why are people fucking so clamoring for this 5'4" fucking midget to come to the show? And people think this guy is such a great fucking wrestler. Get the fuck out of here, fucking retards. Like, seriously. Almost defeats some jobbers. And what's set for next week is Riddle's exclusive interview. Wow, who cares? Dolph Ziggler defeats Chad Gable. I don't know. Chad Gable was Chad Gable was acting like Kurt Angle, basically. Oh, this is just like Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle, but better. I'm willing to bet that's what Smarks think, or just reminds them of that. But it's probably better because I was sexually attracted to these guys. They're great. They have better work rate. They only care about work rate than being a character. That's what matters to me in wrestling. Shut up. Whatever, that happened. And the main event, Styles defeats The Miz in a no-disqualification match. After the match, someone tries to get in the ring and is revealed to be Dexter Lumis, who gets arrested. Yeah, Dexter Lumis, aka Samuel Shaw, who was in TNA, whatever. Listen, okay, so that was like the thing. So like all that teased from tonight, you know, apparently you got teased. I don't know, someone got beat up. I'm not sure if that was what happened, but like that tease, and it's a guy. Let's be honest. Listen, I'm not hating on Dexter Lumis. Listen, I don't hate Dexter Lumis. I think the guy has promise. It's like Samuel Shaw, Dexter Lumis, whatever. The guy, he does good for what he does. The problem is that you're trying to make people, again, this guy was never established on the main roster, like, why should we care? Unless this is, like, supposedly his main roster debut, then fine. And again, wasn't this guy released? Whatever. I guess they're bringing him back because, you know, Triple H likes his fucking wrestlers. But again, the guy's not, like, he's, like, not, like, young. He's old, too. I mean, that's like, to me, like, unless you have talent, sure. Like, I'm not saying this guy doesn't have talent, fine. You know, and sure, bring him back. But the thing is, I think, like, it would have been better you should have debuted him. Like, all this tease, though, you would think it should be, like, a grand return. Yeah, this is, like, really? The grand return or debut is Dexter Lumis. Like, if anything, this should have just happened, like, if you're going to debut this guy, you should have debuted this guy, I don't know, in a minor role first and then advance him to be, like, a top guy or whatever. But, like, the thing is, I'm sorry. When you're having a guy return, especially when it's the main event, you would think it's some guy who's returning, who's like, oh, what about Johnny Gargano? No, fuck off. No, fuck with that shit. No, shut up. It should be like a fucking, essentially a wrestler that people give a fuck about, maybe a face or a heel, and for this case should have been like, I don't know, attacking Styles or whatever. No, it's just an NXT guy that no one fucking knows. I'm sorry, no one knows who Dexter. Oh, but then, oh, but they're debuting him. Well, I'm sorry. No one knows who the fuck he is. It just makes no sense. You know? Like, the only way it works to debut somebody, again, and this is like every fucking time. Why not do vignettes for a person? Why not fucking, I don't know, build them up or something? Again, you're making it seem like we're supposed to know who the fuck Dexter Lumis is. I think Corey Graves, like, said that. It's like, I'm sorry. Who knows this guy? Like, I'm sorry, you have to know who the fuck these people are. You can't just, like, it's this guy. Oh, is it this guy? No, you can't do that. You have to fucking establish a character for a wrestler. Or you have to fucking establish the main roster, doing vignettes. Bring him to, like, there's a reason why fucking the Boogeyman even fucking worked when they were bringing him to the main roster, when they were having him there. Okay? Same shit with a lot of other wrestlers. Chris Masters, all these people who've done vignettes. Okay, I'm talking about fucking people who didn't make it out to be bigger stars than they could have. But like, what I'm saying, okay, like it or not, people became big stars for a reason, and why they fucking look at Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, you did vignettes for him, and he became one of the biggest stars. Vignettes with him. You did vignettes for fucking. A lot of these wrestlers, fucking, what's a good example? Freaking in terms of vignettes. Like, you have to do vignettes to establish their character, people. Okay? You can't just bring them out of nowhere and then assume people know them, because I'm sorry, it's just appealing to smarks, and it's like, who really knows these people? Like, you have to establish their character first, and then people will care. I hate to say it, but that's how you have to do it. And I'm not hating on Dexter Lumis, but it's just like, you can't just assume and bring this guy. Karrion Kross is a different story, because he was already on the main roster, but, like, the thing is, sure, you fucked him up, but, like, again, not that I don't mind Karrion Kross, I do like that, you know, they brought him back, but the problem is, obviously, he has that bad reputation, like, you should have maybe, like, done the vignette that he's coming back, or whatever, maybe, or maybe, like, since he's being booked, I guess, like, it's already kind of better now, and, like, he already kind of presented, if anything, better than how he was before. Then, yeah, good on Karrion Kross. Like, they're doing alright with him already somewhat. But, like, Dexter Lumis, I'm sorry, no one really knows. He was never on the main roster. Stop pretending that people assume that, no, he is. You can't just peel the sparks like that. You have to... Again, it should have been somebody who actually people know. Like a returning wrestler who's been out for months or whatever. I don't know. Or something. Someone we haven't seen for a while. It can't just be fucking... I don't know, I just think it's kind of, like, lame. Like, imagine fucking... This is essentially... Let's be honest here. This is essentially, like, this, with this analogy, with, like, Dexter Lumis coming, like, this is literally... come on, don't tell me that people were not disappointed... Where people were disappointed with Rikishi. Like, people were disappointed with that. But apparently, like, you know, Rikishi, like, oh, I attacked Stone Cold. Well, I did it for The Rock. Like, come on. People were disappointed at the time. You really think people were happy when fucking Rikishi was the one revealed that he's the guy who attacked The Rock? I mean, or not attacked The Rock, attacked Stone Cold? I don't think so. I really don't think so. People were still saying that that's like one of the misbooked fucking opportunities they did. But apparently this is better than that. Get the fuck out of here. Even though, like, that's like a miss, like, really, it made no sense much. But at least, and people didn't want to see Rikishi as a heel. That, if anything, was more well done than this. Let's be honest here. Because there was actually more of build. There was anticipation. There was a story. But then, like, even though, like looking back, like, sure, it's, like, really Rikishi. But, like, and even people at the time thought that was. But, like, it made sense. It worked. It worked. Well, not worked. It's, like, people actually fucking remember. People cared. Really? Dexter Lumis? Who's gonna fucking talk about Dexter Lumis? It's not like fucking... Because, again, Rikishi was on the main roster for years. Okay? It was a surprise he did it. Dexter Lumis, who is this guy? Is this a typical, I'm trying to make an impact cliche? Okay? It's that kind of bullshit. You gotta bring in... I don't know. Whatever. It's just... I would rather with this shit... You gotta fucking do something that's like... an established wrestler who maybe has some beef with Styles... Or someone who wants to, I don't know. You gotta do something. Heck, you could have repackaged somebody to be more serious wrestler. As much as I fucking, like, think about it. Heck, Bobby Roode. Like, for example, why not fucking make Bobby Roode fucking, you know, so, even though that would have been, like, we've seen him before, and it's like he would have been treated like a jobber. At least that would have been something. And, like, you know, you could fucking have him be, like, you know, transition to a more heel role. Maybe, I don't know, like, I thought Triple H, you know, he fucking likes his old NXT guys. Why isn't Bobby Roode a fucking star? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. Just, honestly, I just think it was kind of lame. And the only people who are liking this are smarks because it's their Triple H booking and whatever. It's just like, do you not get, like, this is not going to make people fucking watch it? People are going to think, like, this show was very good. This show's going to probably get a good rating. I'm willing to bet you the rating will not be as good as last week. Okay? Let's be honest here. Whatever. Anyways, the fucking main event was fine, I guess. Sure, no DQ match is better than just having a regular boring-ass match that we've seen before. It's good change that it was a no DQ match, but I would have rather maybe if that was next week. And what you could have done, you know, Miz versus Lashley, you know, for the for the US title. See how I keep messing, because who really cares? You fucking ruined, like, you can't just pretend the titles matter now or whatever, but, or heck, you could even done, like, a triple threat tonight with Styles involved, and then that could have been that big match, like, that could have even been something, but obviously, like, pretending that these mid-carders matter. Like, listen, I don't hate Styles, but like having him as the Miz versus Styles as the main event. Really, that's the main event of the show. Like, that's the main event. Like, come on, that's not main event worthy. It's like, really, like, I don't hate Styles, but he's not that big of a star, unfortunately, to like be this main event crap. Alright, I'm tired. Turns out my camera cut off. I'm gonna talk like this. You can't just assume people know a certain wrestler, okay, and just have them come out, whatever. Okay, so apparently I was talking about Styles. And, again, Styles versus Miz is not that big a match that you should do the main event. And it's like, instead it should have either been something, and maybe next week you could have developed, like, Styles versus, Miz. That match happened next week instead. This week could have been Styles, or like, I don't know, Styles costing Miz, or even could have been triple threats, something like that. But it's like, listen, you just can't fucking assume that people know freaking Dexter Lumis and bring him out. Again, this is just Smarky bait. Just because you like him doesn't mean that this guy no one knows. Okay, you can't just bring him out and, like, if anything would have worked better if it was like the opening or the middle of the show. Like, this is not like main event worthy. If you want, like, Edge is there. Why isn't Edge in the main event or involved in the main event? Like, why isn't maybe the main event was instead, if you want to have Mysterio and Balor, maybe instead you turn that into a no DQ match that was the main event and more development for Edge or whatever. And for I'm convinced this is just more a Smarky booking. Like, people think, or people are just fake praising this because it's Triple H and hate Vince McMahon, even because again, we've seen, like, the same it's really just the same boring shit. We've seen, it was Rollins tonight face another guy from the same team. That's basically typical Triple H booking. Well, apparently that's okay. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I would have rather, if you're gonna do something big for the main event, all that tease, it should have been someone either returning, or, someone returning who's actually a star that people know, and then that would lead to maybe, I don't know, I'm guessing a few Styles or whatever, because that's what I'm guessing it's going to do now, is Dexter Lumis versus Styles, I'm guessing. But, like, not just that, like, if anything, like, it makes the Rikishi fucking thing, it makes the Rikishi Rock Stone Cold storyline made more sense. A lot of people hated that, people saying this is just like that. Like, do you guys not remember that people did not like that Rikishi was the one who did it? Like, when he was originally, that's why it was like ultimately Triple H, because it made no sense, Like, why would it be Rikishi, But if anything, it makes stuff like that where Rikishi did more sense, and at least there was more build and more story. This is just one night type of deal. And no, it's Dexter Lumis. Like, why? Why is this guy? Who is this guy? You know what I mean? And we had to get the fake, like, oh, is that Dexter Lumis? Again, no one fucking knows. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. No one really knows this guy. That's why you should have, like, developed this guy better. If you're gonna do, like, the whole weird, creepy shit, this should have been either, like, the mid-card crap. This shouldn't really, like, you end the show, like, who is this guy? Making people confused, Oh, but you're not a real wrestling fan. Like, shut the fuck up, okay? Just shut the fuck up. Like, seriously. But anyway, that's what I have to say. Again, there's no hate to Dexter Lumis. I don't hate Dexter Lumis. I think the guy has something to offer, and I do personally not mind him. It's just, but really, that's the main event, and that's how you end the show. And that's the guy who's been causing somewhat, I don't know what he has been doing in the show, because again, I fell asleep, but, he caused, like, some conflict during the show, and that's the guy. You know what I mean? That's the guy behind trying to, I don't know, make this shit, I don't know, something, but, like, whatever. I just thought the format, I just thought everything was pretty much boring. I'm sorry. And people saying that this show is better, I think you just are delusional. The show is not better. It's just, again, Triple H is the same. It's the same crap. It's just Triple H is booking it. Again, he's son-in-law, and then he just doing it, making it more Smarky. If anything, you guys think it's better because all your favorite Smarky delight people are being pushed. And again, it's not really even good. All right, it's boring. It's like, these are not stars. Watch the show this week, probably get less raised. The only reason why people watched last week was because the casuals thought Lesnar and Reigns were going to be on the show after what happened at SummerSlam, and they liked what happened at SummerSlam. It was trending. When they found out Lesnar and Reigns was not there, they didn't care. And it's a darn shame because like Edge is on the show, but unfortunately they don't promote him. It's like it gives you a question like, why don't you promote Edge much? Why don't you have him on the show in the main event caliber? Why are you doing stupid, like, why is Styles in the main event, Miz or whatever, you know, why isn't Edge, like, Edge should be your star. People don't even remember, like, Edge is on the show. That's the sad part, you know? That's gonna see people. Alright, till next time, peace, yeah, bye, I'm tired. Raw sucked, and all you fucking smarks are pretending to praise this show is better. You can go fuck yourself. Y'all motherfuckers are just fooling people. Y'all know shit.